Story time with me. Can you imagine? I got swindled by my own sibling, full blooded sibling. So I live in Ghana, West Africa, and I had an opportunity to travel abroad to Italy. And there I worked hard for many years to save some money, and I sent it to my little sister for her to purchase the land and build a house for me. And so instead of using my hard earned money in Italy for myself, I was sending the money to my sibling so that she can build a house for me. And she would send me pictures of her progress, and I was so happy. I was so happy that I even decided to take care of her child's school fees so that she will not be so burdened, because I felt she was doing an amazingly good job. And so after 8 years of living in Italy without ever returning back home, I decided to go home. But I was going home with a happy heart because my house that I gave money to my sister has been completed. And with glee and with so much happiness, I went home for the first time after going to abroad. And when I went home, I was received very well by my family. And my little sibling, my little sister, was nowhere to be seen. I asked my father where she was because she's the one who picked me up. And she let me stay at my father's place so that the next day she would take me to my house. But during the evening, she sort of disappeared and I couldn't see her. So I asked my dad, "Oh, where's my sister?" And my father was like, "Oh, he doesn't know where she is." And I didn't really think much about it. I was like, "Oh, maybe she's planning something, because I'm back. Maybe she wants to let everybody knows and organize something so that we can do together." I didn't think so much of it. I went to sleep and I was happy to see my parents and everything. I told them about and whatever I've been doing, of course. And the next day I woke up late and I was so sure my sister would be around. But my father told me that my sister doesn't live in the town anymore. She lives in the capital, Accra, and she's possibly gone back home. And I was stunned because she shouldn't be home. She shouldn't go to her house. She needs to show me my building. And so I asked my father if he knows where my building is. And my father was like, he doesn't know. But because I told my father about the building I was building, but my father said he doesn't know where my building is, and that it was my sister who's been taken care of. And my sister said the land is not in where my parents live in. So she didn't have any opportunity to take my father there. I called my sister to let her know that I'm ready to see my house. I called her and I called her and I called her, and she never answered. And I used my father's phone to call her, and she never answered too. And I received a long text message from her. She told me that she was so sorry. Life was so hard in Ghana that she used the money I spent on herself and her family, and she couldn't build the house for me. And the pictures she sent me were somebody's house that she was taking pictures of just to deceive me. And she's really sorry, and that she's not going to pick my calls, and that I should forgive her. I was so shocked. If I wasn't strong, I would probably have a heart attack. I decided to pinch myself so hard to see if I was dreaming or if she was pranking me. I texted her and I told her, I don't want to be pranked. I'm not in the mood for it, because I spent all my life savings on this so-called house that I wanted her to build for me. And she tells me that she spent it on herself because life is so hard in Ghana. Seriously, I was going crazy there and then. I decided, sister or no sister, if she's not pranking me, I'm going to have her arrested. I'm going to teach her a very big lesson. And I have receipts of sending her money. And then I have messages of her confirming that she's received them and building me a house. So I have a case against her. And so I decided to give her 1 week. I told her that I replied her a message back and I said, I've forgiven her, and that I know that life can be hard sometimes, but I was helping you with your kids' school fees. So how hard could it be? Your kids' school fees, you told me, were so expensive. I was doing that for you. And now you are telling me that life was so hard that you have to use the money that I was sending you to build a house for me to cater for your life. Makes zero sense. I also told her in a message I sent her that I'm giving her a week to send me back all the money I gave her for my house. Otherwise, I am reporting this case to the police and I would have her arrested. Sister or no sister, there's no way I'll tolerate such thing. And I didn't receive any message back after I sent her that. And so a week after I reported my case and she got arrested, she's been calling family members to plead with me to have her released or bailed, even on my dime. And I said, hell no, you cannot do this to me. If I wasn't strong, I could probably die. How can I go to somebody's country, hustle so hard, and then send you all that money? I didn't save any for myself, even preventing myself from enjoying some basic needs of life just so I could have a place that I could call my home, my own at home, and just to come back to realize that you've swindled me. I have decided to have her go to jail for what she's done. If she returns my money, I would have her released, but if not, she should be in jail. And now I have people, my parents, pleading with me to let her go, that she's sorry, it was the devil, and that's like she was tempted, I should forgive her. I don't want to forgive her. I want her to rot in jail. Now I want to hear your opinion. Am I wrong for having my sister arrested and taking her to court for swindling me? She's literally scammed me. Am I wrong for doing this? Let me know your thoughts.